ever met someone so distant, so cold, that you wondered what froze their heart? It's a misconception that these men are born emotionless. In reality, their icy exterior often hides a history of pain, betrayal, and neglect. They might have been the most caring souls, but life's brutal lessons transformed their warmth into a shield of cold. From personal betrayals to societal neglect, various traumas can push a man to this brink. But what douses their flame? What turns their warmth into an icy shield? If you've ever been curious about why some men put up emotional barriers, get ready to learn more. Let's jump right in. Number 1. Childhood trauma. The seeds of a cold heart. It's the first and perhaps most profound reason is childhood trauma. Just like a tree's growth can be stunted by a harsh environment, a man's emotional development can be hindered by traumatic experiences in his formative years. Imagine a garden lush and vibrant, where every seed has the potential to bloom into a magnificent flower. Now, visualize an unexpected and fierce storm trampling over this garden, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Much like this garden, childhood is a time of growth and potential. But for some, storms of trauma strike early, leaving scars that burrow deep, like seeds sown into the very core of their being. These aren't seeds of hope or love, but fear and mistrust. As they grow, these seeds sprout into walls and barriers, turning young, open hearts into guarded fortresses. The echoes of childhood trauma reverberate through the corridors of time, shaping the man and often freezing the heart in a protective layer of ice. Whether it's neglect, abuse, or witnessing domestic violence, these early traumas can lead to a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. And what's the best way to never get hurt? By never letting anyone in. But move forward. Let's explore another significant factor. Number 2. Societal expectations. The armor of masculinity. Boys don't cry, man up. Be strong. These aren't just phrases. They're the forging hammers that mold the armor. While this armor might shield men from external judgments and expectations, it also traps them, preventing genuine emotions from shining through. And trying to live up to these societal scripts, many men find themselves encased, not in protective gear, but in a cage of their own making, distancing them from their true selves and the warmth of genuine human connection. While seemingly harmless, these phrases can instill a belief that showing feeling is a sign of weakness. Over time, this can lead to emotional suppression, where a man feels he must wear an armor of stoicism, even if it means becoming emotionally distant. Another one that plays an important role is number 3, heartbreak and betrayal. The wounds that harden. Have you ever watched a ship set sail, its sails billowing with promise, only to witness it hit an iceberg and sink into the abyss? The heart's journey through love can be much like that ship's voyage. It embarks with hope, dreams, and a horizon full of possibilities. But when the cold, unforgiving icebergs of heartbreak and betrayal emerge from the depths, they can cause even the sturdiest of vessels to fracture and sink. For many men, these icy encounters don't just leave a dent. They transform the heart's fabric. The once open sea of emotions freezes over, creating a hard-to-penetrate barrier. It's a survival instinct, a way to navigate treacherous waters without capsizing again. But in this icy transformation, warmth, trust, and vulnerability often get buried beneath layers of frost, leading to a guarded and seemingly impenetrable heart. The next one is more subtle, but equally impactful. Number 4. Fear of vulnerability, the fortress of isolation. A precipice of vulnerability for many men, it's a place where the panoramic views of deep connection and intimacy beckon. But the fear of falling into the abyss of judgment, ridicule, or rejection holds them back. This fear isn't just a passing emotion. It's a master architect, constructing towering walls and deep moats around the heart, while offering a sense of security. These fortifications also lead to isolation. Inside this fortress, The world seems distant, emotions are muted, and genuine connections become rare. It's a paradoxical existence where the walls built to protect also imprison the heart into a solitary island in a vast sea of emotions. We move forward. We encounter a factor that's often overlooked. Number 5. Lack of emotional education. Navigating a maze blindfolded. Imagine being thrust into a complex maze, blindfolded, with no map or compass to guide you. Every turn leads to a dead end. Every step is uncertain, and the exit seems like an elusive dream. This is the bewildering world of emotions for many men who've never been taught the language of feelings. Society often equips men with tools for success, strength, and resilience, but leaves them woefully unprepared for the intricate dance of emotions. Without this emotional education, feelings become enigmas, and expressing them feels like navigating uncharted territories. Many men grow up without the tools or education to process and express their emotions healthily. Imagine navigating a maze blindfolded. That's how these men feel when dealing with emotions. Without guidance, it's easier to shut down, become cold-hearted, than to face the confusing labyrinth of feelings. Another one that's deeply intertwined with our modern world is number 6. The digital age. Disconnection in a connected world. In our smartphones and social media era, we're more connected than ever before, yet paradoxically, more isolated. For some men, the digital age has become a convenient escape from real-world interactions. Over time, this can lead to emotional detachment, where online interactions replace genuine human connections, further pushing them toward cold-heartedness. For many men, this digital realm offers a sanctuary where interactions can be controlled, emotions can be curated, and vulnerabilities can be hidden behind avatars and usernames. The view of this virtual haven often comes at a cost. The tactile warmth of a handhold, the genuine understanding in a friend's gaze, the comforting rhythm of a loved one's heartbeat. These real-world connections start fading into the background as the digital web ensnares. The heart often finds itself trapped in a paradox, connected to the world yet disconnected from its emotional essence. The next one is something we've all faced at some point. Number 7. Overwhelming stress and burnout. The emotional exhaustion. Visualize a candle, its flame dancing brightly, casting a warm and inviting glow. But as the night wears on, the wax melts away, and eventually the flame flickers and dies out, leaving darkness in its wake. This imagery mirrors the journey of many men grappling with the relentless demons of stress and burnout each day. They stand like sentinels, bearing the weight of expectations, responsibilities, and societal pressures, their internal flame burning steadfastly. Chronic stress, whether from work, finances, or personal issues, can lead to emotional burnout. When a man is constantly under pressure, he might retreat inward, becoming numb to his own feelings and those of others. It's not that he wants to be cold-hearted. He's too drained to feel anything. As we wrap up our exploration, it's evident that the journey to cold-heartedness is complex. It's a complex world woven from threads of past traumas, societal pressures, personal heartbreaks, and so much more. But here's the silver lining. Every heart, no matter how cold, has the potential to melt, to feel warmth again. Understanding is our torch, and compassion is our flame. If today's serious dive resonated with you, torched a spark of curiosity, or shed light on a personal experience, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation burning. Together, we can be the warmth that thaws even the coldest hearts. Until next time, keep the flame of understanding and empathy alive.